I've got another Tuesday tip about nourishment, right? The soul part of food, not the calorie, nutritional content, carbs part of food. Let's forget that for a minute. It's really easy, especially with a condition like MTHFR that changes the way you eat, changes the way you approach food, changes the way you have to value your health, to get caught up in food as a chore, right? Food as something you have to do and have to figure out and have to do right, and there's all these rules around it and regulations, and you know what, honestly, adulting too has a lot of food chores, right? Like when I was a kid, I didn't know that one of the hardest things I would have to do was figure out what to eat every day, 3 times a day. That wasn't on my radar, right? Like there were lots of things that were, but that wasn't on there. It's hard. And it's really easy to lose sight of the fact that food can be a joy and should be a joy, not just a task or a to-do list or a like health item, right? It has to be joyful. And we have to actually cultivate room in our lives for that. Now, is every meal going to be joyful? Oh, hell no, right? There's going to be lots of just like, I have to get a lunch in this bag before I go to work, and I have to do it right now, and this is what's in the fridge. Okay, good, done, right? And there's going to be lots of like, I don't feel like cooking tonight. I don't want to do anything. What's in the cupboard? What do we got? Great, that's real life, right? But maybe cultivate time, say once a month, for a really lovely meal. Something that, take an afternoon off, right? Or as off as you can with your family. Make it a family affair or friend affair, or do it with people that you care about, right? And actually cook together, design something together, try something totally new. It might fail, that's okay, right? It's completely okay to make crap food. So when I was growing up, my parents did this thing with a group of other families, and this was a cornerstone of my childhood. It was called gourmet groups, right? And in my house, we ate really well all the time because my mom's passion was cooking. But in most houses, that's not really the case, right? Like that's not what it's usually like. But these gourmet groups was where every family would go above and beyond, and each month we'd have one. And it would be themed around a different country or culture, right? And so say it was Moroccan cooking this month. We would go to one of the houses, and the hosting person would do the meat course, right? And then other families would do other courses. We'd bring it together in an incredible meal. And then every month we'd rotate countries and hosting families, right? So that we'd share the expense of the meat course, because that was usually the biggest one. But the families in this gourmet group, I mean, I'm still so close with so many of them. Like they were a pivotal part of my growing up. And this coming together around food, this making food an event, right? A nourishment. And it was remarkable. And it brought that joy of eating back. Even when my parents didn't have a lot of time, didn't have a lot of money, didn't have a lot of, whatever, we still could make that one night a month happen. And it was the whole families. It was, it was amazing. It was really great. And so I'm not saying you have to do that. God, do your own thing, right? Do a thing, but do something around food to keep some meals joyful, and not just restaurant meals, but meals that you create with people you love. That's important. Food can be nourishing on every level, and definitely the soul, social, that part of it is huge, and it really, really matters. Tuesday tips.